In 2017, Taylor Swift's Reputation was the only album in her catalog that got 0 interviews, 0 press, and maybe 0 closure. Now, fans believe a long-lost batch of Reputation vault tracks might finally emerge hidden inside a mysterious new show called Showgirl. We'll explore the clues, contradictions, and the shocking theory tying it all together. In 2017, Reputation arrived like a lightning bolt, no press, no promotion, no warning. It broke streaming records, sold over 1 million copies in 3 days, and then Taylor Swift went silent. No interviews, no follow-ups, no explanation. Fans were left wondering, was that it? Now, Swifties are piecing together an unexpected theory that a secret collection of Reputation vault tracks could surface soon, tied to a rumored project called Showgirl. Hidden clues, lyrical echoes, and resurfacing symbols suggest Reputation * might have always been an unfinished story. Imagine if Reputation wasn't one album, but two: one for public vengeance, one for private healing. What would that second half even sound like? Drop your most unhinged theory or vault title guess in the comments. No wrong answers, only revelations. The snake is back. Taylor's latest merchandise drops feature unmistakable serpentine imagery, despite the symbol vanishing after the Reputation era ended. Even more curious, her team has begun quietly liking fan posts referencing the snake's return. Why bring back an old totem unless you're preparing for part 2? A project called Showgirl is rumored to be next on Taylor's release calendar, and that name isn't random. In 2018, Showgirl was one of the rejected names for the Reputation tour before the tour that must not be named became the final pick. The word sudden return has Swifties convinced it's a callback loaded with intention, not just aesthetic. Most re-records come swiftly, pun intended, but Reputation Taylor's version is taking unusually long. Unlike previous albums, there's no official release date, no teased singles, no promo cycle. Fans suspect the delay is because the vault songs aren't just bonus content, they're tethered to something bigger. A multimedia moment, maybe even a documentary. In a strange twist, several dancers from the original 2018 Reputation tour were recently spotted on a closed production set despite not being part of the era's tour choreography team. Some had to resign NDAs, and a few liked cryptic comments on fan pages hinting at a Reputation-themed shoot. It's not just coincidence. It's choreography in motion again. The idea that Reputation was a standalone concept album might have been a misread. Swifties now believe it was one half of a 2-part narrative: revenge in public, vulnerability in private. The second half, never released, may contain songs too raw or revealing for 2017. But now, the timing might finally make sense. A Reddit thread from early 2023 claimed to reveal lyrics from unreleased Reputation tracks. Most fans brushed it off as fake, but since then, Taylor has referenced oddly similar phrases in interviews, speeches, and even social media captions. Phrases like "venom in a necklace" and "my name, your echo" have no known origin but feel familiar. Rumored vault track titles like "Lovers Fall Winter in Paris" and "N95" suggest a far more complicated emotional timeline, with Joe Alwyn than fans originally assumed. Some lyrics allegedly paint a picture of a tense, uncertain early relationship at odds with the public narrative. Were these songs withheld to protect the story or the storyteller? Vault rumors keep circling one explosive thread: can I? While Reputation addressed their feud indirectly, some unreleased songs allegedly dive into the emotional fallout more bluntly, so much so they may have been deemed too incendiary for release in 2017. With time passed and Taylor owning the narrative, those tracks might finally be safe to share. Several fans have noticed eerie symmetry between Reputation and Lover, like mirrored track placements, emotional arcs, and recurring metaphors. What if they were deliberately crafted as companion albums, light and shadow versions of the same story? The missing vault tracks might complete that emotional reflection, filling in what wasn't said the first time: karma, started as a conspiracy and evolved into Swiftie canon. Many believe it was a secret album Taylor scrapped after the 2016 media storm, folding parts of it into Reputation. Some leaked vault titles, like Black Dog and Sweet Nothing Left, are rumored to be Karma-era songs reworked for the vault. If Showgirl reveals them, the myth becomes real. If you've made it this far, you're not just watching, you're decoding. Subscribe if you're ready for a full breakdown of vault lyrics once they drop, and comment below. Do you think Karma was ever a full album, or is it just the greatest fan theory Taylor never denied? Tracks from Midnights, especially Vigilante and Mastermind, echo the sharp, industrial soundscape of Reputation. This sonic overlap has led fans to believe that ideas from the original vault may have been quietly recycled into newer work. Some suspect she's been dripping fragments of Reputation's unreleased DNA into each album since. In July 2024, Swift's website briefly contained a hidden timer buried in the source code set to expire on October 13, 2025. The date lines up with her debut anniversary and matches the rumored Showgirl launch window. It disappeared within hours, but not before tech-savvy fans grabbed screenshots and synced it with Disney internal listings. For an album that defined a cultural moment, Reputation was oddly underrepresented during the Eras tour. Several key tracks like I Did Something Bad and So It Goes were excluded or shortened. Some fans theorize it wasn't by accident, but by design. They believe those songs are being held back for a revised performance narrative. Inside the deluxe Lover journals sold in 2019 are handwritten lyrics and thoughts spanning years. A few pages reference lines fans can't match to any released song. Some even correspond to phrases from that mysterious Reddit leak in 2023. The journals may have always held early drafts of Reputation vault material hidden in plain sight. In several recent appearances, Taylor has been wearing a striking combination of black and electric green, a palette she's never used in prior album cycles. Fans have traced this color pairing to the visual aesthetic of old Karma and Reputation fan edits. Whether intentional or not, the aesthetic is stirring theories all over again. The snake once symbolized backlash, betrayal, and public shaming. But now, some fans believe Taylor is reclaiming it, transforming the narrative from villainy to survival. Ancient mythology offers another angle, the snake as a figure of rebirth and transformation, like Medusa or Ouroboros. If the vault songs reflect this shift, Reputation could be retold as a story of power, not vengeance. If the vault songs weren't part of the original Reputation masters, then they were never sold to Scooter Braun in the 2019 deal. That would mean Taylor has always held exclusive rights to these unreleased tracks. Releasing them now wouldn't just be poetic, it would be surgical. A final act of control over a past that once silenced her. 2025 marks a quiet but monumental milestone, the end of Taylor's re-record journey. With Reputation being the final puzzle piece, the timing of Showgirl couldn't be more symbolic. Releasing the vault tracks now wouldn't just be about closure, it would be about authorship. Not just finishing a story, but rewriting how that story is remembered. The moment isn't just poetic, it's cinematic. If even half these theories are true, Showgirl could become the emotional and creative sequel Reputation never got. A vault album might finally show the pieces Taylor left behind, the songs that were too risky, too raw, or too real at the time. But now, she owns them. The silence, the snake, the secrets. This might be her sharpest narrative twist yet. In our next video, we'll dive into the rumored vault titles, lyrics, and decoding fan leaks. Subscribe so you don't miss it.